Hello and welcome, it's Craig Beck here, and I'm excited to announce that Capture One Pro 10 has just been released as of December 1st, 2016. In this video I'm going to walk you through some of the new features, and I'll also show you how you can save 10% off. So right here at the upper right you can see the image, Capture One Pro 10. If you use this coupon code on checkout, AMBCRAIG, AMBCRAIG, that will save you 10%. Alright, let's get into the new features of Capture One Pro 10. So I've also got it written down here, so let me go through these and then I'll walk you through them. So some of the new features here is 3-phase sharpening tools, output proofing, new default and intuitive workspace, a camera focus tool. Now that only works on phase 1 cameras and Sony cameras, not on Canon or Nikon. And they also have the ability to work with a tangent panel. You can get those at B&H if you're not familiar with those. And then there's also a few other things, optimization of JPEG output, and a few other things, but let's just have a look at how things work here. Now, if we start at the left-hand side, if you're not familiar with Capture One Pro, you can see this looks relatively the same, but they have changed this panel slightly. Now, here's the camera focus feature. Now, you would use this if you were shooting tethered live. Now, like I said, this works with phase 1 cameras and Sony cameras. It does not work with Canon or Nikon. So that's unfortunate, but this is great. I'm going to have another video where I show you how fast you can tether in Capture One Pro 10, so make sure you look out for that video as well. And then we come across here, we have different features, and I'll just change some of these images that you're looking at. Now this is the exposure warning. You can see this is underexposed, and under cheek it's red, and we'll get into the exposure settings in a second. Now they've added Diffraction Correction. Now this would help for maybe some loss of sharpness with certain lenses. Now you can check or uncheck these, and you can use these sliders. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth and do a portrait retouch in another video, but I just want to give you some overview. And here we have the color controls. I like this, the 3 different controls here, so you can control the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. I'll just scroll down here again while I keep talking. And so that's that panel there. And then here we have our exposure control. So you can see her cheek right there. It's a little red. It's a little bright, this image. If I were to take this down, we could adjust our exposures. And then we could maybe lift this highlight control, try to get that redness. That's just sort of indicating that that's an overexposed area. So that's one way to do that. We also have clarity and vignetting tools right here, levels, curves. And then if we come over here, if you look down here at the sharpening, 4 down, halo suppression. Now that's a new feature. So that's going to do with if you're doing your sharpening in Capture One Pro, sometimes you'll get that halo, sort of that high pass kind of halo shadow type thing. You can suppress that using this control here. Now another thing too is here's all your adjustment layers, and you can see there's a halo suppression there as well. So you can add different adjustment layers if you're doing some retouching. Now there's also some performance enhancements and improvements, and the interface is a little faster than it used to be if you've used previous versions of Capture One Pro. You can see you can snap between images relatively quickly. You can use the hand tool here and you can move around the images. If I zoom in, then I can move around. So it doesn't work if you're totally zoomed out, but if you're zoomed in on an image, you can move around relatively quickly. So I have noticed a little bit more speed and performance. Thanks for watching this video. I'm just going to recap with that coupon code again. If you find that Capture One Pro 10 is something you're interested in, you have a 30-day free trial. You can download a 30-day free trial, test it out, see if you think it's something that would work for your workflow. And if you want to save 10%, just use the coupon code AMBCRAIG on checkout, and that'll save you 10%. All right, thanks for watching this video. Leave some comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.